What's going on, Risco gang? Have you heard about ESG 25? New 7-on-7 and 11 versus 11 all user game. Slated to drop this year. Make sure you guys check it out when it comes out. What's going on, Risco gang? Coming at y'all boys with another banger. And today we got some Madden 25 gameplay for y'all boys. Yes, a full-on gameplay of Madden 25. We're gonna hop into it. And we also got some ESG 25 updates to share with y'all boys. Yes, we're gonna talk about it all. Let's get into it. Now wait one damn second. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe. For us. Doing those three things goes a long way, as we're almost to 20,000 subs. So make sure you guys turn that nutty bell. Make sure you guys are tapped in. All right, boys, let's get to the video. And first thing we gotta talk about is this brand new Madden 25 gameplay we just got today. We got a gameplay first look where it's basically Micah Parsons and Henry, the competitive Madden player. They both play each other in this Madden 25 gameplay, and it's basically like a full-on gameplay. You know, from snap to snap and all that type of stuff. So also we get Madden pretty soon, boys. Like we get Madden next Monday at 4 p.m. If you got the deluxe or MVP edition of the game, we get to play Madden 25 next Monday. So it is right around the corner. So they have a bunch of news to drop this week. They're gonna be dropping Ultimate Team news. Obviously, they're gonna be dropping Superstar news. So you know, Superstar mode, Superstar Showdown. That news will also come this week. So we got a bunch of news coming. So once again, make sure you guys are tapped into the channel and have that noti bell on. Cause I know a lot of y'all boys are gonna want to see this Superstar deep dive and kind of everything they reveal with that mode, with, you know, us being able to transfer our players from Road to Glory, you know, college football over to Madden 25 Superstar mode. So make sure once again. So now if I go hop into this gameplay, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing from front to back. I also have played the game already, so this is not like college football where, you know, we haven't played the game or seen the entire game. No, I've actually played Madden 25. I played the beta, so I kind of have a feel on how the game is. But we're gonna see, you know, what this gameplay looking like. You know, what I like, what I don't like. We're gonna look into it. Here we go.
These guys don't want to watch us play. Joining us, we have none other than Cowboys.
See the presentation?
Best to do it in the game.
Presentation looks really good. The presentation, I would probably say, is one of the top things. It has to be at least top 3 things that they stepped up in this game. The presentation is really, really good in this game, from the scoreboard to the graphics on the screen to the you know, the intro, the outro, everything from top to bottom with presentation got stepped up. Even the commentators, having 3 commentator teams now. The presentation in this game is really, really good. Not perfect, not the best thing we've ever seen, but it's definitely a step up from Madden 24, and it's really like improved in this game. Gone boy Hollywood Brown, okay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, intros is something that you see every time you start a game. So
yep.
Should we breathe life into that moment is something that was important.
Yep. I'm glad they focused on that this year.
Stadium. How realistic did they get this?
Got my boy Greg Olsen, okay. Tight, got my boy Greg Olsen in the spot, okay.
High level, we've heard a lot about.
I wonder how good Boom Tech is in this video. In the beta, when I played the beta, it was very, very mid, I would say. It wasn't the best thing, but also wasn't the worst thing I had ever seen. So hopefully in this, it looks a lot better, because in the beta, it just felt like it wasn't finished. That's how I felt in the, oh, okay, we have another kick meter. So in the beta, we had 2 kick meters. We had the one that you normally see in Madden, and then you had the one where you see in college football. Now we have a 3rd kick meter. So I wonder if you're gonna have the option to have all 3. Is it only gonna be 2 options? I wonder how many we're gonna be able to pick. I really like this kick meter. This looks really good though. Yeah.
Is gonna measure your timing as well as how well your left stick is.
Yeah, so it definitely looks a lot more polished here. Okay.
Boom stick, which is what I'm calling it. You'll see the feedback.
Okay.
Player indicator ring to turn green at the bottom at his feet, and that lets you know that you perfect.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. In the beta, it looked nothing like that. Eek. Damn. Okay. I mean, he just ate that motherfucker. Okay. Very early hit stick. So he broke the tackle. Okay, so basically, this also gonna time the Boom Tech is gonna be more physics driven broken tackles. So obviously the big thing in college football right now is they break a lot of tackles, right? They break a lot of tackles. Tackles are very hard to come by in college football. So with this game, you're still gonna see broken tackles. Not that you're not gonna see broken tackles at all in this game. That's not even something that you should expect. You're still gonna see broken tackles, but they're gonna feel a lot more realistic, and it's not gonna be as many as you see in college football. Obviously, college football is insane right right now, very offensive heavy game. Madden's gonna be the more defensive game, 100%. There's no debate about that. There's literally facts. Madden's gonna be the more defensive game because that's what they're gonna evolve the game around, is being more defensive, when college football has a more offensive mindset because that's how college football is. Double leg gap, that's a touchdown to Pacheco. Overall, keep in mind when you're watching this is not gonna look as good as it would when you're actually playing the game. They only have this in 1080p, so it doesn't look as good. And I heard that the frame rate in this was locked to like 30 frames per second. So if it looks like a little like stuttery or like laggy, that's the reason why, because the frame rate was only locked to 30 frames per second in this gameplay. So like I said, if it looks a little wonky or if it looks a little like weird, that's the reason why. If you play this on your, when you get this on your Xbox or your PlayStation or PC, it's gonna look a lot more better. Love that. That's something I love, because normally in Madden it was only like an orange kind of like reticle kind of thing, and I did not like that. I hated how it was always just one solid color. I love how the reticle color changes, and I like that whole fact. That should have been a thing since Madden 21. I'm so glad they're doing that. Like once they did next gen, that should have 100% been a thing. The minute next gen dropped in Madden 21, that should have 100% been something that they added. Glad to see it though. Game still looks slower than college football. Obviously, college football is like a lot more faster paced, you know, faster movement, more responsive movement game. This game still looks like, in terms of game speed, it looks as it would it would be in Madden 24, but it looks a lot more smoother, I will say. So, my boy Pacheco, like he shitted himself while running. I fuck with it. I love how they added that. That's a huge W. Dot. Don't know how that's not a damn touchdown, but okay. Gotta stay in bounds right there. Yeah. Yeah, so let's go! Yes! yes, hell yes. So first thing, linebackers actually jump in this game. That's how it is in college football. So thank God they're bringing it to Madden, because that's something that needs to be a thing. The linebackers have to be able to jump, my boy. Like, I don't know how Madden was like that for so long, where linebackers have literally no legs and they cannot jump off the ground. So thank God that's a thing this year. Another thing with passing, yes, they also said in here that the trajectory of the ball is kind of like different now. It's a lot more similar to college football. If you've played college football, how the ball kind of like travels a little bit differently than you would normally see in Madden, where it just be a straight up bullet pass and people can like jump up in the air and just pick it off every time. Nah, it's a lot more floaty, and it's a lot more, it's just how it travels is a little bit different. It's not just on a line drive to where it doesn't have no air really under the pass. So that's like the big difference with the passing is it travels a lot differently in the air, and it's not as just straight to the point or straight on a straight line as it normally would be. So how you would get a pass picked off that you didn't think should get picked off. That's why they did that. A lot more arc on the ball. That's essentially the best way to put it. A lot more arc.
It's got to be more precise for starters, and also slow it down a bit when you're behind a play. Like make it.
Oh, I love that. Yes, EA, yes. So KOs have obviously been very, very good in Madden, especially like last year and even in Madden 23. KOs have been really, really good. They have basically, taken over the game, because KOs, you basically drop every single pass. There's really no counter to it. They're pretty much the best ability on defense. Whenever you cough on somebody, they're dropping the damn pass. So they basically have changed it this time around. They basically have nerfed the KOs. They're not as good as they would normally be. They slowed them down to where, if the pass is going over their head, they're not gonna be able just to, touch them instantly, or, have the, position to touch them as fast as you would normally see in a Madden, or in Madden 24. So I'm so glad that they did nerf KOs, because once again, they were just taking over the game, and they were just way too overpowered to not have any counter to them. So thank God they actually nerfed them in this game. That's a huge W. They tried to nerf him last year. Like they tried to nerf him in Madden 24, but they didn't do anything about how fast they could touch the wide receiver, because the minute they touch the wide receiver, he's probably gonna knock it out. So this time around, once again, it's a lot more hard to get those knockouts. You have to be very, very close to the receiver to get the knockout. You can't be like 7 miles away, cough on him, and he drops the ball. So that's a huge W.
Stepping up, taking off.
Oh, fumble. Oh, damn, my homie. Damn. So, thank God, it looks like quarterbacks actually freaking fumble in this game. Unlike in college football, we got Jalen Miro doing 360 spins all damn game and not fumbling the damn ball. So it looks like here, yes, your quarterback will actually fucking fumble. So thank God EA is staying with that with this game. Okay, so bam. I ain't gonna lie, this is the one thing I don't like. I really wish they did not remove the damn zig from the route tree here. Obviously, this is because Dak does not have Hot Route Master. Hot Route Master will still be an ability, but now you basically get to do a lot more deeper routes. So you get to do the post, you get to do the corner routes, things of that nature. So yes, they did remove the zig in place of something that, you know, we normally didn't have without Hot Route Master, but I would have loved for them to keep it somehow, some way. No, I would have loved for them to keep the zig. The zig is such a good route against man coverage and things of that nature. I would have loved for them to keep that shit, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Not having a zig is a little freaking crazy. I'm gonna keep it real. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it real. Not having a zig here is crazy, but, you know, it is what it is. You see, we also have the custom stems down here. So yes, the custom stems will be making a not return, but it will be coming from college football to this game. So custom stem, basically, if you put somebody on the out route, you can change the depth of where they, you know, cut out, or, you know, when they break at the route, you can change to 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, literally anywhere you want them to break. You can literally change it to anywhere on the field. Doesn't have to just to be at the first down marker. Dot, okay. So, okay. And then, yeah, this is another one of those things. This is another one of the things I love that they did going on with the catching in the game. This is also going to affect like superstar mode, superstar shun, things of that nature. The catching in this game is really good. Along with the one-handed animations, they also did add to where you could chain these animations together. So let's just say, right, you're on the sideline and you want to do an aggressive possessing catch. Basically, you can do that. You can jump up 1,000,000 miles or go for that aggressive catch and then land in a possession catch, which is such a big W. I don't even think we realize how good of a W that is. Like, that is so big. There's a lot of times where you have to kind of aggressive catch on the sideline, and you know, you don't get your feet down just because you get stuck in an animation. You shouldn't be getting stuck in an animation. You should have a predetermined animation that you cannot change. You should be able to, you know, go up aggressively and then softly land, you know, back in bounds, because you know you're on the sideline. So I love how you can chain it together, and I think this is one of the biggest W's about this game that I don't even think is in college football. Weight behind them overall. And I love how the running animations are. I love how they change the running animations. I love how a lot of these running backs have different running animations. I think that's one of the biggest W's about this game. Also, just how all these ball carriers are going to feel a lot differently, depending on their build and their rings and things of that nature. They're going to feel a lot more different when you do, you know, catch the ball and run with them. They're going to feel different depending on who you're using. So that's a big W. Now, they also did a second gameplay in this, so if you guys want to watch the whole thing in the comments below, I'll have a link to it in the description below, because like I said, I didn't want to cover this entire thing, because most of the stuff that we did see in this gameplay, we already kind of knew from the gameplay deep dive. So overall though, with the gameplay, once again, it looks overall good, and it looks different than college football. So that's like the best way I could kind of explain, you know, everything that I've seen, everything I've even played from actually playing this game, is it's different from college football. It's not going to feel like the same exact game. There's going to be some things that transfer between both games, like the custom stems, like the switch stick, like the pass blocking, you know, mechanics now, how it's changed now. That's always going to come to Madden. So a lot of things are different between the two games, but some things are the same, and which I think are good. I think they took a lot of the good things from college football, and then they kept some things that are just Madden or NFL or simulation feeling and put that into Madden. So overall though, I think it overall looks good. Obviously, we get our hands on it next week, things of that nature. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the gameplay in the comments below. Everything that they've changed, everything they added. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comments below. Once again, now, boys, let's go and talk about ESG. So I told y'all, boys, with ESG, I told y'all the next time I, you know, talked about this game was when we actually played it. But they did go ahead and drop a pretty big update for it today, and I just want to go ahead and just talk about it really quick overall. So they go ahead and go into Instagram. So their official Instagram is @PlayESG. So they went ahead and dropped the update today. It says summer update. We're now in the process of early stage review with PlayStation/Xbox. This is still for our beta, of course, but we're now beyond solely testing on PC. There are some console-specific bugs that we'll have to clean up, but nothing overly concerning. As always, our timeline for release depends solely on testing results being where we want them. The beta gameplay is done. Bug fixes, stability is the final here. Appreciate the support. So, basically, I already told y'all, this game is going to drop as a beta. And if you guys don't know about this game, we've made multiple videos on this game, so make sure you guys do check those videos out. But this game is supposed to drop as a beta, and that's how it's going to drop. It's going to be a Fortnite type of thing when this game drops. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to drop, and then they're going to fix it over time or add things over time and things of that nature, so they don't have to completely, release a new game every single year, things of that nature. So yes, this is the update they did drop. They also dropped a lot other stuff, like like little things or like little updates with the game. They also talked about where is it? I think they talked about, yeah, they talked about it right here, where a lot of people were saying, they ghosted, everybody, they stopped talking about the game, they stopped promoting the game, things of that nature. They do go ahead and address it right here. It says, nah, we had to, and we explained this before, we weren't speaking on any more gameplay prior to release because there are other companies out there that we confirm to be lurking our stuff. It's important to remember that other companies have more financial resources than us, and certain things that are ESG's release will now be in other games, and they're promoted in their competition trailers this year. You can quote me on this. Told you guys a few months ago, we're going dark and not promoting anything until release. Competition is cutthroat, and we can't be giving out too much of the game plan. So yes, that is basically the reason why they kind of went ghost, if you would say. Yeah, you could technically say they went ghost. So yes, this is the reason why. And I could also confirm that this is true. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of the stuff that EA has been doing with Superstar, Showdown, and things of that nature, I mean, it's definitely a lot tied to this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. EA 100% knows about ESG. They know about what ESG is trying to do, and we've also seen EA kind of go that direction with a lot of stuff that ESG is doing. All Madden has to do is do a 7-on-7 with an open world, and they basically took what ESG is trying to do. So yes, they are not capping when they say this. There's a lot of stuff that EA has done behind the scenes that have kind of tried to copy ESG, especially going forward with Madden 25, things of that nature, and they're not lying when they say this. Obviously, I would not agree with them ghosting. I would not, I didn't want them to do that or anything of that nature. I didn't think that was the best move for them to do. For me, that's just me personally, how I think. I didn't think that. But once again, I'm not the one making the game. It's them making the game. So if they felt like this was the best thing for them to do, then that's what they did. And once again, that's the reason behind it, was just because there was a lot of eyes on the game and it just wasn't ready yet. They kind of talked about it prematurely before it was truly ready. So, they just went ghost. They worked on it, do what they had to do. It does sound like we're 100% getting this game this year. They also kind of double dip on it right here. So someone asked, so I saw that you said quarterly updates next year. That means we're getting this game by this year. They said yes, for obvious reasons. We've never wanted to give a release date until we got closer to it. But as mentioned before, all that remains is console-related code/bug fixing. So we are incredibly optimistic about that. We've intentionally built our tech stack in a way that means we're able to integrate on it with contextual updates, and we don't have to pull the game when there are things to fix. So once we're live, we're live. From that moment on, we go through growing pains and increase the size of our team further to iterate on our updates. So yes, they're pretty much sticking to it dropping this year. And yes, if they're talking about a lot of the game right now and they're going back into that promotion type of mode, yes, the game is about to drop. Talked about a lot more stuff with the game overall. A lot of people, were asking them questions and things of that nature. So yes, ESG, it's coming out. It's about to come. Yes. A lot of people have been asking me every damn day, is the game coming out? Is the game coming out? Is the game coming out? Yes, and this is the latest update on the game. But all right, boys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, more bangers just like this one. And until next time, peace.